And the thing I don't want to do
I don't know.
is criticise Tony Harrington. He's applying the laws, and Law 11.2 allows him to be able to do that. So it's not his fault. I think the issue is with the system and the fact that there is a lack of consistency. Obviously, all the referees go to Howard Webb and the officials go to the clubs, they talk to the players, and the players go into the season believing one thing. And we've seen over the recent weeks, players have come out themselves and said, what is the point of officials coming to our training grounds and talking to us? And then in real time, in these games, we have these decisions. When we want to be able to protest them, we get waved away and our managers get fined for them. Over time, it would be nice to kind of have, to be honest with you, maybe I'm going towards utopia, because I don't think it's ever going to really iron itself out, because, as I said before, it's one level of subjectivity replaced for another.
It's the way they have to approach it.
Yeah.
It's the way they have to approach it, because the way they're doing it at the moment is the referee will make a decision, and this whole thing about clear and obvious. Now, if the referee, if we can see, my goodness me, that was a penalty, but if the referee says, I've seen the contact, but I don't think it's enough for a penalty, the VAR will say, well, actually, that's actually what happened, and we're going to back you because you've seen and described what has happened. So it's not a clear and obvious error. Even though we might say it's a foul, it has to be a penalty. But that's where maybe where you're saying one level of subjectivity has been replaced by another or added to, maybe that needs to change how they use VAR.
Yes.
And maybe this whole thing of not re-refereeing a game, if they've got the technology, why not re-referee the game?
Is there a kind of sympathy for Wolves? Because this isn't the first time that they have, had situations where actually the PGMOL have been forced to apologise.
Yeah,
certainly the first game of the season.
First game of the season, with the Andre Onana incident when he took out, I think it was Sasa Kalajic, in the area. It was really late in the game. They were 1-0 down at the time. Everyone, I think, thought it was a penalty. Aside of the referee, and the VAR didn't take him to the screen because he's obviously said, well, I've seen the incident, I've seen there's a contact, but he might have said to VAR, in my opinion, I don't think Kalajdzic was going to get the ball. Say he'd said that. Then the VAR will say, oh, actually, what you've described is what we can see, but you've decided that you don't think he's going to get the ball. So they won't overrule on that, whereas everyone else has seen that's got to be a penalty, and the PGMOL subsequently has had to apologise to them.
Yeah. It's a fascinating discussion. The good news is the incident that we've just talked about is sure to feature on an extended Ref Watch with Dermot Gallagher tomorrow. Tune in 11 a.m. for an hour-long special right here on Sky Sports News.
Dermot's been asking if you're paying him double time.
Yeah, apparently we are. Out of yours.